Welcome back. Now, what began as a childhood fascination with the theme to Star Wars led composer Brian Tyler to a blockbuster musical career all of his own.
Yes, he scored some of the biggest films in recent times, including Iron Man 3, The Avengers, and one of the Fast and Furious sequels. Now, he's getting ready to make his live stage debut conducting the Philharmonic Orchestra in London.
Brian's here with us. Good morning.
Good morning.
We're going to talk to you in a moment, but let's just listen to some of the things you've created.
Great.
I can so imagine an action film behind that.
What is happening in the film? When is that the theme?
Yeah,
music?
it's often with that kind of thematic music, it's something big's going to happen. Either the big final battle between our main hero and the main baddie.
So stirring up emotion.
Yes, it's the name of the game. I'm there just to provide emotion and kind of goose it a bit.
Yeah, but in order to do that, in order to goose it a bit, how many times do you have to watch each film?
Boy, I think by the time I'm out there conducting the orchestra, I've probably seen it 200 times or something like that. Yeah.
And how do you approach composing for a film? I mean, because I suppose you're watching it with the only sound is the audio, is the script, isn't it?
Yes, dialogue and sound effects.
Which is a completely different experience we would have. I can't even imagine watching an action film like that.
If you ever watch an iconic scene like the shower scene in Psycho or something like that and turn off the music, it's very strange. I mean, the music does so much to be the invisible character in the movie, kind of almost guiding you what to feel. You can feel tears of joy, you can feel frightened, you can feel kind of exaltation, all those things. So for me, that's my primary job, is to just provide that in a way that kind of sticks in your mind after you leave the theater.
I'm fascinated by the process and how it comes about. So, I mean, with the greatest respect, are there times when you come up with something and you take it to the film company, you maybe play it for the first time, and they kind of go, "Do you know what? You've gone down the wrong, the wrong vibe here." That must be quite. Does that happen?
Well, my job, I have a director who it's his vision, and you have the studio and it's their film, and then you have producers, and you kind of have these three different things, and you just have to really make sure that everyone feels like their needs are being met. But at the end of the day, we're all pulling for the same thing. We want the movie to be great. But certainly I've done a lot of things where I thought it was the greatest thing in the world, and they just didn't.
So you need to be a diplomat and a little bit thick-skinned.
Yes, oh, for sure.
But you also have admitted to being a bit of a control freak.
Right, yeah.
Only because it takes one to know one. Yeah. Only because you play 30 instruments, and in the clip there we were showing you're conducting.
Right.
As well as having composed.
Yes.
And you play on
so
the music as well.
Yeah, and writing it, it is, I guess there's a bit of a control thing. I just think that I'm the one that needs to tell the story musically, and so at the same time, I want to make sure that I think the most direct way to go about it is to have me conducting the orchestra. It wasn't always that way. I had a conductor before. This wasn't my area of expertise. It's just that conductor had to go to, I think his sister's was having a baby, had to leave, and he just handed me the baton. He said, "Here you go," and there's a big orchestra standing there, and I think, oh gosh. So once I did that, though, I would never turn it back.
Can I ask you, Brian, sometimes when I go to the cinema, and if I see it as a really big movie in a big screen, I think it's too loud.
Right, yes.
I just think, and it's not a criticism of the music necessarily, I just feel like everything's coming at me. Do you know what
absolutely.
Have you been?
I think the digital technology has made it so explosions and glass breaking can get louder and louder and louder. It's those kinds of things I think are a little bit less rousing, sometimes on balance. with
You
the
think
music. I mean, I'm biased.
Less is
because,
more. You mean
Yeah.
less is more sometimes?
Yeah, for instance, there's some great scenes in Star Wars or Lawrence of Arabia where you pull out all the sound effects and it's just some subtle music and it says a lot, even over an action sequence. Platoon, there's been these movies that very powerful moments.
I'm so tempted to ask you about turkeys. Yeah, as in not the animal, as in movies that have got
Very delicious.
rubbish music. Would you say? Do you know some?
Oh, sure. I've probably been involved with a few.
No, I don't mean current. Maybe some old ones. I don't know.
It's you always want to do your
say.
best. Yeah, I'm not going to.
Okay, here's a nicer question. Is there a score you wish you had written?
Certainly, if I could go back in time, I love the score, but I love the movie Vertigo so much, a Hitchcock film. If I could go back,
And do you hold that up as a shining example of how music and film should go together?
I think so. I think it's pretty great. John Williams' Superman score. In fact, I got to say, I'll be conducting that. That's our guest piece that we're going to be doing at the concert.
That always goes
What was
down.
what was the American TV series years ago that went dum, dum, dum?
I don't know.
Oh, come on.
What is
What's
it?
that one?
There's a lot of famous ones. There's Mission Impossible. There's
Dum, dum.
You got me. That's
Well, you
not
need
enough
to give
notes.
us more than that.
Yeah,
That's the
yeah.
bit everyone
Dum, dum, dum.
remembers.
Well,
Twin Peaks. Someone's suggesting Twin Peaks.
Twin Peaks.
Oh yes, yeah, David Lynch. Yeah,
Right.
that's great.
Just me remembered that
No,
one.
that's-
Brian,
that's-
thank you.
All right. Yes.
I'm sorry that was a bit bizarre at the end.
No,
That's our Charlie. That's
yeah.
what Charlie does.
We'll come to the concert.
Well,
Yes.
look, we're going to plug it now. Here, Brian's going to be performing at the Royal Festival Hall in London on Saturday.
That's it from us. We're going to leave you with this rather beautiful image from Blenheim Palace. We've been there all morning this morning. We hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Bye-bye.
Bye.